Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a brand new series here on Sim Sunday. As you can see from the title, I'm calling this new series Long Haul Domestic. And you guessed it, we're recreating long haul passenger domestic services here in Flight Simulator Prepared 3D version 4.5 to be precise, as the real Airbus pilot is off flying around the world and hasn't got time to record videos here on the channel. And as you can also see from the title, we're kicking this series off here at Paris Charles de Gaulle International Airport on board the PMDG 777-300ER in the livery of Air Austral, and we'll be flying for 10 hours and 55 minutes from here in Paris to Reunion Island in the South Indian Ocean. At the time of recording this video, both Air France and Air Austral fly daily services using the 777-300ER between the French capital and Reunion. We're recording this video using the June 2022 schedule, with this flight departing Paris at 19:45 and going straight into Sinbrief. We'll be departing on runway 26 right here at Paris Charles de Gaulle, with a series of left-hand turns before heading southeast, crossing part of France, Switzerland, Italy, and then over the Adriatic Sea towards Greece, before crossing the Mediterranean into Egyptian airspace overhead Cairo, continuing on a southeasterly direction towards the Red Sea, skirting the Saudi city of Jeddah, before turning south overhead Ethiopia, and then exiting African airspace over the Indian Ocean in the Seychelles FIR. And then we'll be talking to air traffic control in Madagascar before descending towards Reunion Island, with an alternate, of course, at Mauritius. All in all, flight time is expected to be 10 hours and 55 minutes, making this one of the longest domestic commercial passenger flights in the world today. And jumping back into the cockpit of this fantastic PMDG 777-300ER, it's time to prepare for this evening's flight down to Reunion.
Topic 1, Romeo, 1, Costin, the departing Airbus A321.
All ground, Bayonne 974 Heavy, type Boeing, IFR, yellow, ready to copy.
Bayonne 974 Heavy, cleared to Zulu Airport filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain altitude 10,000, departure frequency is 118.15.
Runway southeast, left, golf,
X731, continue taxi.
Hello Captain, we are ready for pushback. Locking gear. Departure check completed, bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear, start at will.
Ground, East 3997, ready to copy IFR clearance to maintain altitude 5000. Departure on 118.11.
On ground, Air France 1317, taxi. Map, Air France 1, taxi. Stand Foxtrot, Trino. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain altitude 15, squawk 0.
Taxi2Gate cleared, experience,
Unlocking gear.
Flight runway heading, 3997, with information, Bravo, request taxi IFR.
DC-3997, taxi holding.
Runway 26, right.
Left is clear, right is clear.
Echo 5, runway southwest, right Echo 5, Romeo 1, DC-3997.
Taxiway, topic 1, Tango, Delta Tree, Romeo, Air China, Diner, Tree, request taxi to stand. Air China, Diner, Tree, taxi, stand Victor, 4, via taxiway, Zuma, 5. Taxi, stand Victor, 4, via taxiway, Zuma, 5, Zuma, 0, 06, Quebec, 2, Quebec.
Taxi, point 4, runway.
Bayonne 974 Heavy, taxi holding point 4, runway 26 right, via taxiway, topic 1, Tango, Alpha Tree, Romeo 1, contact tower on 120.9 when ready.
As we taxi towards runway 26 right here at Paris Charles de Gaulle, it's time to tell you a little bit about the scenery that I've got installed here in Prepared 3D version 4.5. I've got installed the latest version of Taxi2Gate Paris Charles de Gaulle version 2 for Prepared 3D version 4 and above. And for me, this is a fairly recent upgrade of the scenery. Because the last time that I recorded a video departing Paris Charles de Gaulle here on the channel, of course it was the Air France Boeing 777-300ER on a flight that I recreated across to New York JFK. And to be honest, that old version of Taxi2Gate Paris Charles de Gaulle version 1 for FSX worked very well in prepared. But I have to admit, this new version 2 is so much better. But I guess at the end of the day, it was written for prepared 3D version 4 and above. Okay, as we approach runway 26 right here at Paris Charles de Gaulle, it's time for me to shut up and get this bird into the sky for what is one of the longest, if not the longest, commercial domestic flight in the world today.
Clear for takeoff. Runway 26 right. Via Niner 74 heavy.
Approaching 26 right. On runway 26 right.
As you can imagine, we were very heavy on this departure from Paris Charles de Gaulle in the Boeing 777-300ER, and we were carrying 102 metric tons of fuel alone for this 10-hour and 55-minute flight to Reunion Island. In the next video on this long-haul domestic series, we'll be flying the Airbus A330-300 on a flight of 10 hours and 50 minutes, so only 5 minutes shorter than this flight down to Reunion. But the Airbus required 30 metric tons less fuel than in this Boeing 777-300ER. And when I checked this with the real Airbus pilot, he was telling me that is correct. While the passenger load factor on both aircraft is pretty similar, the real Airbus pilot was telling me that this Boeing 777 can carry a lot more cargo than the Airbus. And as you can imagine, there will be a lot of cargo being carried on this service between Paris and Reunion. So burning off some fuel after the departure from Paris in this 777, it was time to climb to our initial cruising altitude of 31,000 feet. Flight level 310, and we would stay there for the next few hours as we headed into the dark, because this was an overnight flight between Paris and Reunion. As we followed the River Nile over Egypt, we were at flight level 330. But it was at this point I was starting to consider a climb to flight level 350. And in just over another 100 miles, it was time. And after another 3 or 4 hours of flying, we were overhead the Indian Ocean and ready to climb to our final cruising altitude of flight level 370, or 37,000 feet, as dawn light began to appear over the horizon. Planning and flying a long-haul route in Flight Simulator is a lot more complex than a short-haul city hopper route. And I guess like so many people, I do very little long-haul flying in Flight Simulator because really they are quite boring. However, the principles are exactly the same, and we're descending now towards Reunion Island on this PMDG 777-300ER. And we're planning an arrival on ILS runway 14 at Reunion. And as we make our initial approach into the volcanic rock that is Reunion Island in the South Indian Ocean, I should tell you that I've got FSDG scenery installed for this part of the world. And it's a really beautiful piece of scenery, which of course it should be for the price. But just like in the last video when we flew the Kenya Airlines Embraer ERJ 190 from Nairobi to the Seychelles, FSDG provides scenery for not just the airport but the entire island. So sit back and enjoy as I make my final approach into ILS runway 14 here at Reunion Island.
Approaching 1-4.
approaching decision plate. Minimums. 150, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Welcome to Reunion Island. And while I accept that wasn't the most perfect landing, I'm down all the same. And it's time to clean up this aircraft before taxiing to the gate. In the next video we head across to the United States and attempt to recreate the longest domestic flight in North America using the awesome Aerosoft Airbus A330-300. So you know what to do if you want to continue to follow these flights on Sim Sunday. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring the bell icon if you wish to be notified on the next video as it's published here on YouTube. As we head towards the terminal here at Reunion Island, all that remains for me to say is thank you very much for watching, and wherever you're flying in your virtual world, don't forget to fly safe.